two absolute forces on the pitch. On one side, relentless, fast-moving power. On the other, unbreakable discipline. Colombia plays a game of pure flair and attacking freedom, daring opponents to keep up. Uzbekistan takes the exact opposite approach, relying on rigid structure and total tactical control to dictate the pace. What makes this matchup so fascinating is the absolute blank slate between them. On the international stage, these two teams simply do not cross paths. That lack of history strips away every familiar pattern. There's no established dominance, no pre-existing rivalry to lean on, and zero psychological edge in the locker room. You can see Colombia's fiery identity reflected right in the stands. Their side runs on raw emotion and passionate, forward-pushing energy. Look at the opposing side, and you'll find a completely different atmosphere, coordinated, proud, and unified behind their squad. Without a backlog of historical data to analyze, standard predictions break down. This match becomes a raw test to see which philosophy, unrestrained chaos or calculated order, can impose its reality on the field. Look at the starting 11 for Colombia. These are the agents of chaos, built entirely around aggressive, forward-thinking momentum. That threat starts on the wing with Luis Diaz. His explosive pace and precision dribbling make him a constant, dangerous forward force. Orchestrating that speed is James Rodriguez. He reads the final third with elite vision, turning raw momentum into actual scoring chances. Then you have the architects of order. Uzbekistan's roster is constructed to prioritize structural balance over individual flair. Up top, Eldor Shomurodov operates as a deeply clinical finisher. He doesn't rely on raw sprinting speed. Instead, he uses highly calculated, intelligent movement inside the box to find open shots. Behind him is the anchor, Adiljan Hamrobekov. His massive work rate and strict tactical discipline in the midfield are what hold Uzbekistan's defensive shape together. The overarching philosophical war comes down to these specific matchups. It is constant, individual attacking brilliance, repeatedly hammering against a unified structural integrity. Colombia's offensive strategy relies entirely on speed. Lightning-fast transitions send attackers on direct sprints from wide positions straight behind the line. By forcing defenders to chase these wide runs, they pull apart the opposing formation, creating spatial chaos and forcing mistakes in the center. Uzbekistan counteracts this by actively refusing to run. They pull their defenders into tight, compact blocks, aggressively collapsing to suffocate the space before the attackers can build momentum. Once they win the ball, they hold on to it. Their deliberate, patient possession neutralizes the opponent's attacking speed and forces the game back into their own structural rhythm. The winner here won't necessarily be the team with the better individual athletes. It will be the team that successfully drags their opponent out of their comfort zone and forces them to play at an unnatural tempo. Expect the opening minutes of this match to be explosive. Colombia will launch an immediate, high-pressing blitz, hunting for a fast goal before the defense has time to organize. This line chart maps out exactly what happens if they succeed. An early goal creates a massive spike in attacking momentum. It shatters the opponent's carefully laid defensive plans and allows Colombia to dictate the terms for the rest of the match. But look at the alternate scenario. If Uzbekistan can withstand that initial 15-minute storm without breaking, the entire flow of the match flips. Defensive control overtakes the early momentum. Once they absorb the pressure, they lock down the remaining open spaces on the pitch. From that point on, they become incredibly dangerous on calculated, methodical counterattacks. 90 minutes. That is the exact window we have to watch attacking fire collide directly with tactical discipline. And when that final whistle finally blows, only one of these two extreme footballing philosophies can claim the pitch. So, who dictates the tempo? Will speed overrun the defense, or will structure suffocate the attack? Drop your prediction in the comments below.